What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tiff with the T. Today's video, I'm just gonna be reacting to one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is I Am Eloho. She is apparently she did some kind of reaction video, and I'm doing a reaction to her reaction because she's talking about my boo, y'all. She's talking about Chris Brown. So I want to see this video, and I'm just going to give you my reaction to her reaction. If you're talking about Chris Brown, then baby, me and you got an issue. So we're gonna see what she has to say. I have grown up with Chris. Like, every single song that he has come out with, I know it word for word. I have bought every single album. Like, Chris Brown is my boo. I want to see what Miss Eloho has to say about my man. She's got some nice lips.
I was 26 years old, standing in line in a very exclusive Los Angeles club. I live in Los Angeles, and I was with two light-skinned girls and one white girl, and we're walking into the club.
This is not Eloho. This is a TikToker. It says Specs and Blazers.
And a very famous
black girl
R&B singer. Okay, walked up to me and looked at my girl, said, "You can get in, you can get in, but no darkies." I kept walking because I was like, huh? He's like, "I said no darkies." And I was literally escorted off the property.
This is Chris Brown.
Let's just say in that particular day, my dating preferences completely changed. And I just want to say to him, look at me now.
She didn't say his name. She said, look at me now, so that we know that, yeah. Anyway, Chris Brown, we all know he doesn't like dark-skinned women. I don't know why this comes as a shock to people when they hear it. Like, he has a preference. Leave that man alone. He does not have to like dark-skinned women. Stop trying to force it on him. If he pays for a section and tells you no darkies allowed, yeah, it might hurt your feelings, but he paid for the section. He has the right to choose who's going to be there. And hello, he has money. He can do that.
Welcome to my channel, mother suckers. Hey, I am Eloho, your favorite black African unicorn, honey. Yes. Okay, so you guys know we love and celebrate blackness over here. So when I hear testimonies like the one played in the beginning of the video, it sets me the fuck off.
She says she's set the F off. I mean, why is this a trigger for you? It's not that deep, honey. As a fellow darkie, from one darkie to another, I'm just telling you, it's not this serious.
All right, quick breakdown. So Chris Brown is currently being blasted on TikTok and Twitter after another dark-skinned woman insinuates he told her no darkies at the party.
Okay, so
although the woman did not mention his name, her last line, "Look at me now," was a dead giveaway. However, most TikTok and Twitter users agreed that even without her using the last lyrics as a hint, they knew that she was referring to Chris Brown. At this point, Chris Brown is notorious for being colorist towards dark-skinned women. We all know he has a preference for light, white, and Blasians, but he is notoriously colorist towards darker-skinned women. And as someone who is a part of the fashion and beauty industry, I've been at these events. I've seen Chris Brown in sections. I've seen other rappers and other male artists in sections, and it is true.
He is notoriously colorist. That's not a lie. We know that.
I've been at these events. I've seen Chris Brown in sections. I've seen other rappers and other male artists in sections, and it is true. I don't know if they do it at the door. I don't know if they do it in the section, but at some point, they definitely let it be known who they want in their section, and it's usually white women, white Latinas, racially ambiguous, or Asian women. Now, I saw a lot of people saying, you know, that's his section, that's his money. He has the right to choose who he wants there and who he does not want there. And I absolutely agree with you guys. But
okay, so leave it right there. She says she absolutely agrees with us that he should be allowed to choose whoever he wants in his section. That's pretty much where it ends. There's anything that you have to say after this is irrelevant. You've already agreed, honey. I mean, what more is there to say? Leave that man alone.
Matter is, colorism is really destroying and dividing our community. Why are we dividing black folks? Why do you prefer one black folk over another? Why are y'all making dark-skinned people feel less than?
Why do you prefer your grits with sugar as opposed to salt? Why do we prefer anything? Colorism is happening regardless of whether or not Chris Brown decides to have light-skinned people in his section. Like, it's happening. Like, canceling Chris Brown is not going to change the colorism issue in the black community. My friend, you've got it all wrong. You're worried about the wrong things.
Man, why are y'all making dark-skinned people feel not as beautiful? Like, really think about that when y'all start saying, like, oh, well,
why are we making dark-skinned people feel less than? The same reason that we make fat people feel less than, or girls with small booties, or ugly people. Everybody has a preference for who they want around them. And just so happens that he's very vocal about his, and he has money and power, and therefore he gets what he wants. That's the only reason we're talking about it.
It's his choice. It's his choice. And you know what? We have a choice too. Black women, stop consuming their music. Stop trying to...
Never. Stop consuming his music? Girl, bye. I can't even take you serious.
Even be in their presence. Stop putting them on a pedestal because they're...
I don't put him on a pedestal. I listen to his music. It's bomb. If that makes me a colorist enabler, then so be it. Like, we all have character flaws, don't we?
Because they're no better than the KKK, in my opinion.
So now we are comparing Chris Brown to the KKK. He is... my God. You know what? I wonder, Miss Eloho, what you would do if you had that much power and that much money. Who you would be telling to stay out of your section. I wonder. Because me, personally, I'd probably get rid of the big belly, little dick niggas first. You ain't coming in my section.
If you are a colorist black man, then you're no better than the KKK. I'm going to start calling y'all KKK. Oh, okay. Oh, KKK. Oh, KKK. Oh, I can't come in your section because I'm dark-skinned. Oh, KKK. Now, there was another recent situation that I read about involving Trey Songz as well.
Nobody cares about Trey Songz.
She writes gossip in the city saying, Fee, the colorist of Trey Songz, is disgusting. They said, what did you see? She says, we were at Gold Rush and he pulled my friends to his section. She said she was with me. He said no. So for an hour, I saw him and his team removed all dark-skinned women from around and inside his section. Eventually, his brother called me inside the VIP and I was inside like 10 minutes and was told to leave by whatever dude he was next to, all white or light-skinned women. And it was just sad because it was a lot of dark-skinned women that was dancers that was kicked out as well. And so the purpose of today's video is not to tell you guys what you already know.
Even Obama in her clip that she got is like, okay, and like, who cares?
Oh, that these men are colorists and they're new KKK members. But I want to address you light-skinned black women and you mixed black women who say you're black, right? I want to know why y'all leaving y'all dark-skinned friends in the club. I want to know why
She want to know why they leaving their dark-skinned friends? Because it's Chris Brown. You outside the club, you can't even get in. Like, of course I'm going to his section. Honey, you're going to have to forgive me, but tonight is my night. Like, if Chris Brown wants me in his section, that's where I'm going to be. Like, that's where I'm going to be dancing. That's where I'm going to be having my fun, in front of Chris Brown. Like, it's only one night. It's not like we get to have a relationship and I get to bring him home with me. It's really not that deep. What Chris Brown does in his personal life, who he likes to party with in his sections, is none of my business. It's not going to affect me on that day. And it won't affect me any other day of the week. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, when will I ever, he's a celebrity. When will I ever be in the same room with Chris Brown? Let's be honest. Probably never.
In a moment where you should be standing up for your friend, right? Where you should be advocating.
So because you're friends with the dark skin, because you're friend with a darkie, that means you have to now become their advocate everywhere they go. You have to fight their battles. That's asking a bit much. As a fellow darkie, again, I say, I can speak up for myself. I don't care. Like, I'm still going to have fun at the club, regardless of whether Chris Brown wants me in his section or not. And that's on period.
Against colorism, because you all say that light-skinned women face colorism too. So if you know what it feels, if you know how it feels to experience colorism,
if you know what it feels like, just because you know what it feels like to be hungry, does that mean you should be hungry with the next person? I'm tired. This video is making me tired. It really is.
Why is it so easy for y'all to leave y'all dark-skinned friends hanging? That's what I want to discuss today. We're going to send around
Why is it so easy? Again, hello, it's Breezy. Duh.
Offering pans now because I need my coins before y'all get upset. See, I don't use the word friend lightly. I don't use the word friend loosely. And I know for a fact that my lighter skinned friends, my biracial friends, my mixed friends, my Asian friends, they go up harder than I do. Ain't no way we all going out together and because some musty, crusty KKK nigga talking about some, oh, you too dark.
She said musty, crusty cake. Listen, honey, why you mad? Why?
We splitting up. That's not a friend. That's a frenemy. That's someone who's actually hanging out with you to prop themselves up because they know that they fit a standard that they benefit from. But those will be the same women that say, no, I'm black too. Or, no, I experience colorism too. We're all black. I know that. Bitch, tell him that. And my advice for dark-skinned women, yes, screen all your friends. But also, when you get into these encounters, do not wait around. Do not allow them to make the decisions for you. Don't stand on the other side of the rope. Honey, queen, you are better than this. You are better than them.
She had to break out her Nigerian accent. Girl.
I beg, this is nonsense. The woman in the Trey Songz incident said that she saw them for an hour. They were removing all the women out the section. Girl, you was there for an hour after they told you that you could not be in the section because...
Yes, she was there for an hour and she wasn't going to let Chris Brown ruin her night. Like, why should she? She went out to have a good time. She probably didn't even know he was going to be there. I mean, honestly... So she was supposed to just leave, go home and cry because he didn't want her in his section. I mean, phew.
You're dark-skinned, an hour, and then they finally let you back in and kicked you out again? Y'all letting them play with y'all like that? Ghetto. It's ghetto and not good ghetto. It's not good ghetto. It's not good ghetto. Look at my face. It's not good ghetto. This is just sad. And I want to say that it's not only your light-skinned friends. It could be your brown-skinned friends. It could be a friend that's darker than you. You know, it could be a friend that's quote-unquote more attractive than you. You know what I mean? Screen your friends. And your real friends, regardless of the situation, is not going to leave you hanging.
They're not going to leave you hanging unless it's Chris Brown. I'm going to leave you hanging if it's Chris Brown. Sorry.
To disrespect you. They're not going to allow that. A real friend is going to defend you. A real friend is going to have your back. A real friend that comes with you is going to stay with you. A real friend ain't gonna take your man right under your nose, Portia. But honey, that's a separate video. Now, my question is, when are y'all finally gonna let go of your oppressors?
Never. She asked, when are we finally gonna let go? Never, honey. Why would we do that? I mean, why?
I saw a tweet that said, Chris Brown is so lucky. I love his music because that no darkies allowed shit is really under my skin. When are y'all gonna let your abusers and oppressors go? When are we...
Oppress me. I like being oppressed.
You gonna let them go? Let it go. Let it go.
So now she's going through her phone and deleting these Chris Brown songs. What does that do? What does that solve? The bigger issue of colorism, again, is not going to be solved by canceling Chris Brown. Like, you are doing nothing. Colorism has always existed and will always exist. It's in every culture, every ethnic group. It happens in India. It happens all over Africa. It happens in Europe. It happens in South America. It's everywhere. People of a lighter skin are put on a pedestal in a lot of cases. But you know what also is happening in all those countries? Thinner people are also getting more opportunities, and prettier people and smarter people and funnier people and more popular people. The list goes on and on. I mean, we all have our biases. It's just, he's a celebrity, so his is on Front Street.
They won't represent, highlight, and support your beauty. They won't fight for you on the front lines.
What's he supposed to be fighting for on the front lines? I mean, ma'am, what do you want him to do? He's a singer. He didn't sign up for that, ma'am.
They don't put you in their art. They won't marry you and create black families with you.
Who thinks they're going to get married to Chris Brown? Who? When is he settling down? I want to know. And when he does settle down, we all know it's going to be a Karrueche lookalike. Like, let it go. It is what it is.
They don't support you and build you up. I'm confused as to why we are so addicted.
Why are we so addicted to these men, girl? Why are you so addicted to Chris Brown? Why are you so worried? Like, why are you so pressed? Why are you so pressed?
To these men.
Like I see, when we was in the club in Miami and when we was in the club in LA, in your section, your rules was no darkies.
Tokyo Vanity got, like, the most New Orleans accent
let my
I have
homegirl
ever
in
heard.
LA, but you let all her friends in. And in Miami, you wouldn't let my other homegirl in, but you let all her friends in. But y'all was talking about no dark-skinned women. All I'm saying is, like a gangster, how you feel, stand on that shit. Because me, however I feel about anything, I'ma stand on it 10 toes. Don't come changing your opinion and how you feel about shit because everybody bashing you.
And while y'all are at...
Okay, what she said. Stand on it. I mean, if you say something, that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Don't retract your statement because the internet comes for you because Eloho got something to say. I mean, Chris Brown, be you. You might be an asshole. You might be a colorist. Be
and while
you,
y'all
boo.
are at it, y'all might as well just bring a paper bag to the club. Bring a paper bag to the club. Hold it up for the women and allow the women who are lighter on one side and the women who are dark. Just bring the paper bag. Bring the paper bags to the club because without the bag, it's the same system. It's the same process. And it's disgusting that y'all will sit here and say, well, what's wrong with him wanting lighter skinned people around him? What's wrong with white people only wanting white people in positions of power? What's wrong with white supremacy?
This whole KKK thing that she keeps on talking about, I know plenty of people, black, white, and otherwise, who prefer to hang out with people that look like them, that are black, white, or otherwise. They don't too much mix outside of their demographic. Does that make them racist?
That's how y'all sound. Y'all KKK ass niggas. So he posted this message. I want to be remembered for my kindness, for showing up, for giving second chances, for acknowledging my own toxic traits, and for loving selflessly. Bullshit. If that ain't it, then I failed horribly. Yes, you have. Remember to extend grace because we're all just walking each other home. Yeah, that's all nice and dandy when you sober up. That's all nice and dandy when you sober up and you look back and you think of, damn, I've been a fucked up ass individual. But the darkies?
And who came up with this term, darkies? Like, it is so cute. Like, yes, I'm a darkie, honey, darkie and proud. Like, hey, Chris. I mean, she is clearly mad about this. And I feel like these women that are so upset, they think that they actually have a chance with Chris Brown in some kind of alternate reality. Honey, it was never gonna happen for you regardless. Even if you had that light skin, it was not you. It's just not realistic.
That you discriminated against, they don't see you as someone who's kind, someone who's given second chances.
I don't know about y'all, but when I think of kindness, Chris Brown is not the poster child. So what? I didn't sign up for Chris's music because he was the poster child for kindness. Like, I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that?
Person, but the monster that Chris Brown has become today is really disheartening.
The monster that Chris Brown has become today. Yes, he's filthy fucking rich. What a monster. And he's living his life as you should be, ma'am.
And well, that was the word of God for today. Thank you all for coming to church. Y'all let me know what you thought down in the comment section. Let me know if you've been in a predicament like this. Let me know, how do you feel about these quote unquote friends that are leaving their dark skin quote unquote friends on the other side of the VIP rope? How do you feel about people saying, oh, I only want...
Oh my God. I could just, if I roll my eyes anymore, they're gonna pop out of my head. Like, this is exhausting, dear. I just don't understand why everybody is so upset. Chris is going to get that check regardless of what we have to say about it. If your feelings are hurt because you didn't get picked to join the club, whatever club it is, there's a million clubs out there. There's somebody else that will pick you. I mean, it is what it is. Just let it go. Have a good night's rest, because I'm sure he is sleeping on some Egyptian sheet covered pillows tonight. And we're just here talking about him. Colorism definitely is an issue, but like I said before, canceling one person over them being colorist really doesn't solve anything in the grand scheme of things. And if we started doing that as often as we cancel people for being sex offenders or people who sexually assault women, like we do with the Me Too movement, then people would just start to hide their preference. They would just start to hide their colorism and be colorist in secret, but it would still exist and people would still be victim to it, and the world would still go round, and we would just have to deal with it, because colorism is not something that you can get arrested for. It's not something that is physically painful. It's not something that you can touch. So it's like air. It's out there. We know it's there and it's happening all around us, but there's no one real solution for it. So I just don't understand why people get so hung up trying to chase after things. People get so caught up in trying to pin down something that can't be pinned down, and it's when I see it, it's exhausting for me. I can't even imagine how exhausting it is for those people. But that is the tea for the day, honey. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.